So these are actually for D and G. That's why I read them here. It's just usually the first video can only cover part A through C. That's usually how much one video. Alright, so we'll go over and the practice exam 2022 winter exam 1. It's on page 74, question 20. It's a good question for both chapter 9 and 10. Because we, maybe chapter 10, I would write chapter 10 because we do have delta H, which is in chapter 9. Okay. Let's do, okay, what is delta G? Why the part A has 7 points? Because in order to, okay, for part A, in order for me to get delta G, I will need to have both delta H and delta S. So I'll need to have my delta H standard minus temperature, needs to be in Kelvin, times delta S. And my delta H works as product minus reactant. Okay. By the way, is this reaction balanced?
Yes.
Okay. If it's not balanced, which sometimes I may give that, you will need to balance the reaction. So balance reaction. It's just this one is 1, 1, 1, which we should just do exactly, just plug in those numbers. Plug in here, okay, into product minus reactant. Okay. I think you should get 178.3 kilojoules. Quick question, if this is SI unit? No? Okay, joules is. Okay. It doesn't really matter in this chapter. It matters in chapter 12. Okay, delta S will do the same. Okay, it's still product. It's just the second line reactant. Okay, plug in the second line. That will give us 0.159 kilojoules. I just convert them. So this one is joules. Okay, this one is joules. So convert to kilojoule, just to make our life better when I plug in into delta G. Oh, who is this? Okay. So delta G equals to these two on the top. If you, one more, temperature. Okay, 1,000 converts to 1273 Kelvin. Alright. So that will be 178.3 minus 1273 Kelvin. Okay, this one is kilojoule. Times 0.159 kilojoule. So this one will be minus
24.1?
Yeah, exactly. Thank you. Yes. Okay, that's part A. That's why part A has 7 points, because we do have a lot. So far, so good? Okay, part B. Overall, this is smaller than 0, so it is, okay, delta G smaller than 0, yes, spontaneous, means this reaction will happen by itself.
Yes, question. At beginning of the chapter, we know the delta S. If delta S is bigger than 0, it is spontaneous. But I don't know when to use delta G and when to use delta S.
Okay, delta S, which is, I would say, it's more or less, because there are only one scenario, delta S will be 0, which is the perfect crystal at 0 Kelvin. That's the third law of thermodynamics, which is that's the only criteria when the S is 0. Means everything else, S is all larger than 0. So we are all mass disorder, then that's perfect crystal, right? Okay, if we are all mass disorder than the crystal, you can think about this way, where all gets more massier than the perfect crystal, so delta S is always larger than 0 if it's spontaneous. So what will make our like if you need to put some energies to clean up something, it doesn't happen naturally, right? You need to make these things happen. Means you need to use energy for things happen. That is, if delta S is smaller than 0, it's non-spontaneous. If it's larger than 0, it just happens naturally. Okay, cool? Yeah. But delta G is a different scenario. Delta G is totally just by number, calculated. Yes. Okay, alright, C. We'll have this delta G equals to minus RT KP, right? Okay, you are concerned on why this one is P, because in this scenario, solid is 1, solid is 1. The only part that is played around in chemical equilibrium is the partial pressure of CO2. So the Kp equals to 1 times partial pressure of CO2 over 1, which pretty much equals to the partial pressure of CO2. But that's for the next one. Just for this one, this is all you need to know. Okay, and I also write 2R on board. Which R should I use? The top one, because this is the energy, so we should have the units, right? Okay, so it's the top R. Okay, R should be 8.1345 joules per mole per Kelvin. Okay, temperature needs to be in Kelvin. Okay, that one, I think somebody get it. Okay, equals to 9.76. Okay, any questions so far?
Shouldn't the 8.3145 be a negative?
Why do you think it's negative?
Because it has a negative in front?
Oh yeah, when you plug it in, you can. But I'm just talking about which R to plug in. Oh, cool. Yeah, you have plug in this and put a negative in front.